Like thinking about it now, it was such a dumb move. I did not do any business. I'm not proud of this right now. I'm an advocate of anything you won't eat or you don't participate in, you shouldn't sell it to somebody else. Hello and welcome, beautiful people. Today I'll be taking you on my money making journey from day 0 to 2024. Day 0, I wish I could tell you that my parents had like a trust fund or like some kind of investment in my name. They didn't. And I'm not saying that to berate them. They didn't know better. If they knew better, they would have done better. But something I learned from my mom, because I grew up seeing my mom delve into different businesses. Though she had like a teaching job in 9 to 5, I grew up seeing my mom have like a wholesale store for drinks. And at some point, she had a restaurant. My mom has sold winter jackets. Yes, winter jackets in Nigeria. Okada riders were her customers. You know, they are prone to the element, cold especially when it's Harmattan. But even when it's not Harmattan, she sells to them. And then my mom sold wheat, name it. My mom was a business person, so I saw her doing that and I learned a lot from her, and that kind of influenced my journey, my money journey in life. So that is it from day 0. Then I went to the boarding house as in secondary school, of course, no business, nothing. And then I went to the university. But my journey in the university like kind of shocks or surprised me right now, because I don't know what happened, to be honest. I was so broke in the university, and there were opportunities around me that I could explore, but I didn't. Like, thinking about it now, it was such a dumb move. I did not do any business. There were people selling water, selling groceries, little things in school. Or that there were opportunities for me that I could have taken, but I didn't in university. Hey, you. Yes, you. Hit that subscribe button now. Thanks. Please subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. Thank you. We left university and then I went for youth service. For those that are not Nigerians, National Youth Service Corps is like a 1 year compulsory, like a paramilitary training, and then you for 3 weeks, and then for the remaining 11 weeks, you are placed with an employer, and you gather experience, you work, and they particularly post you from a state or the state where you reside, or from your state of origin to another state of origin. It's just to foster unity. So for my youth service, my creatives and my business juice started flowing. Where I was posted, I was blessed. I was posted to a federal government institution for training of civil servants. So I trained civil servants, accounting, commerce, business admin, and so on. So at that point, I was earning the allowance the government gave us. Then the school gave us like an allowance too. And on top of that, I did extra lessons for the students. And those students, it's interesting to know that I had like a 50-year-old woman in my class, 55. I think the youngest person in my class was maybe like 20 years older than I was then. Then I designed like an extra lessons for them, and they paid me to attend my extra lessons. So that is stream of income 3. Then I did extra lessons for 2 children in primary school. That is extra source of income. The 5th one, right? 2 children. That's 5. And then I'm not proud of these right now. I'm an advocate of anything you won't eat or you don't participate in, you shouldn't sell it to somebody else. A particular cigarette making organization came to where I was serving, and they needed youth coppers. Like they wanted to recruit youth coppers for like a promotion they were doing at that point. And I got picked, and I did it, and I made money income stream number 6. Even now, I won't take such a job, but I did it at that point. So for my youth service, I was so busy serving my fatherland and then making money at the same time. And then after my 1 year was over, I came home and I got a job. 4 months after my service year, I got a job. So, but in that 4 months, I wasn't sitting idle. I got a job, like a customer service job. I didn't mind, even with my degree and all that. It was, some people look at it that it's beneath them, or it's all these is how much are they paying, and all that. But I didn't look at that. I just took the job, and while on that job, I got the main one, like 4 months after. So when I got my job, of course, I was earning a salary, and then I started business. I started selling tie and dye. Nigerians call it adire. So I sold tie and dye for a while, and then I stopped. When my sister asked me why I stopped, I told her that I had sold to everybody I knew, which is very funny. I was like, no, you market to everybody, you still continue marketing. But I was tired of it, so I stopped. But then, immediately I started my 9 to 5, I started buying shares. With shares, you have to be patient. Shares is not the dividend most times, it's the capital appreciation. But I started buying shares at that point. Then, after selling and stopped selling the tie and dye, like 5 6 years ago, 5 6 years ago, vintage clothing was the rave. Colored shirts, the mom jeans, and all that. I started selling vintage clothes, and I really had a lot of fun selling that. The profit margin was very high. I was meeting people, making friends, and I was making money, like good money. So I did that for about 5 years or so, and then I had to stop because my 9 to 5 got busier because I was climbing the ladder, and it got busier, and then the stock was all over the place at home, and it was just at that point I think I just agreed, let me put it that way. So I stopped. So in 2018 I started content creation. How did I start content creation? I'm a recovering shopaholic. So I shop a lot, I buy clothes. I used to, not anymore. I just saw what content creators were doing, bloggers and all that, and I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I started it for fun. I didn't even know, like it can be a business, or I can make money out of it. So I started it for fun. I had a blog, and then I'll put the link there. Then I started on Instagram. Yes, was on Instagram and blog for a while before TikTok came, and then now I'm on YouTube. But as much as for content creation, I wasn't really making a lot of money. I didn't really scale, but it birthed 2 other businesses for me. The first one is my accessory store. I have an accessory store, and how did that happen? I love shopping, like I said, and then I love accessories a lot, if you notice. And then a a fellow content creator buzzed me one day and said, oh, she wanted to loan some of my accessories. And that kind of sparked an interest that, okay, this very stylish babe is asking to loan accessories from me. Then that means I'm doing something right. And then there was a particular day I posted an image on Instagram, and several people, even people abroad, were asking me where I got my accessories from. This image. And so it was just there, and I just decided that no, I need to fill fill that gap. I think there was a gap for really contemporary accessories, not your usual typical belt. So I started selling harness, fork, gloves, Gatsby sets, things that you wouldn't easily find in the market, and with hats and all that. I'm going to put the accessory store here. It's a business I still currently run, so it's there. So another business that content creation birthed is my closet sale. Because I do fashion content, I get sent clothes by brand, like lots of it. And how many clothes can I possibly wear? So I do closet sales from time to time. I sell the things I receive from brands at a very discounted rate. And this is the page. So that happened with content creation rather. For my 9 to 5, I became a subject matter expert in my field. And because of that, I get organizations that reach out to me and give me jobs, consultancies. I get to make money from that. So another lesson there is try and excel in whatever you do, whatever it is that is required in whatever you're doing to get to the peak, to maximize that and give you leverage, right? Over like so many other people. You should do that, even if it means taking professional qualifications, going further in your masters, just be and then being diligent at your place of service, to be honest, because most of these opportunities I get are through people that I've worked with at some points, one point or the other. So I make money through that too. So apart from my 9 to 5 content creation, I also do invest in other things like commercial paper. I have somebody who my friend introduced me to that advised me on what to buy, what not to buy, because to be honest, I really don't have time to do all those analysis. And then if there are opportunities, the person will notify me because I don't have time to start tracking it. And I would rather you put your money into money market than have your money sitting idle in the bank. And recently, like I think yesterday, the person that advises me on what to do, I call him my account officer. He actually said money market interest rate is 20%. So you should take advantage of money market in case you want something that is liquid that you can still access, but at least it's still generating interest instead of sitting idle in your bank account. You should try that. One other thing I do is flipping land. Just buy land, appreciate, and then you flip it. If you don't have enough money to buy yourself, you can like team up with friends and buy. And by the way, you don't necessarily have to start within the city or something. You can start small, start from the outskirts of town. You can flip that, move closer before you know, you'll be able to afford something in the location of your choice. So that's one other thing. Then there was something else that I forgot to mention. I was sitting jeje one day, and my friend's sister, yes, came and confused me. I would say confused because it wasn't something that kind of interests me, like something network marketing. I'm not a network marketing person, but she showed me this person got this, that, and then I put in my money. But that one did not yield any interest because, to be honest, as a finance person, if I want to convince you to put your money into like a business or into a particular investment, I want to be able to convince you that, like, okay, this is what your money is doing. But this particular, network marketing, you can't really show me something concrete. I ask questions. What do they buy with these things? If I say, okay, let me see the stock. Like, for example, if you put your money into a cement making factory, for example, you know that there's a product, there's something, but you can't tell me it's gold. Where is the gold? Where is it stored? If I put my money into a cement factory, I know the cement factory, I know their offices, but something virtual. But anyway, I still put in my money, but it didn't work out. So please watch out for all those. I'm not saying some of them are not legit, but watch out and be careful. Do your due diligence before you put your money into anything. And then I have a story about buying shares. That time I started really buying shares. One of my friends came to me and said, okay, there's this telecommunication company that was a private placement at that point then. And somebody, like, okay, the minimum was 1.5 million. And of course, we're all just upcoming, and we couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it at 1.5 million at that time. So she said 10 of us were going to contribute 150,000 naira. So we're all going to pull the 150 and then buy one. So we all pulled it and then bought one. And it was really fun. I didn't really know who the people were that organized it, but my friend introduced me to the business. So they were giving us interest like every quarter. I was enjoying it, only for my friend to come to me one day and say, ah, the business, so they want to refund our money. Why? What happened? Apparently the person that linked us to the main person that organized it, and the person had issues, and we were one of the people, Yoruba people say kpingari. They wanted to scatter, so they will share scatter it and share everybody's property to everybody, and we were on the line of fire, and then we got our money back. Imagine how much that shares is worth now. But anyway, it's not we look forward always, right? We look forward always, and we continue to do better as we have, because there's like a lot of information out there. If you don't take your investment and your money making life seriously, to be honest, it is on you. So that is my money making adventure from day 0 to now. I hope it kind of inspires you to take on yours. I am not rich yet. Oh, but I'm rich in Christ. Hallelujah. Because you have Christ, you have everything. But money is an important tool. If you want to make impact, if you want to make a difference, you need money to be able to foot all the bills involved. So I hope with my day 0 to 2024 adventure, I've been able to inspire you to continue on your journey, to improve on your journey, inspire you to start your journey if you haven't. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.